Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 16 and we're currently over here in the middle of Hermit Hills, ready to start recording another video. And I've got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as always at the start of these Hermitcraft episodes, I am super excited to be recording this episode. I'm super excited to be playing Minecraft again, and I know it feels like every week I have to say this, but essentially, the decorators have been in my house. The decorators have been in, they've been painting all of the walls, which is absolutely lovely. It means we've got fresh paint on the walls, everything is looking 10 times better, but obviously with the decorators in, you can't go around recording videos. That would be a little bit odd. I don't think I could possibly face recording a video with the decorator in the house, so I've had to sort of hold off on that sort of thing, and I haven't been playing much Hermitcraft for the start of this week, but I'm finally here, we're back, we are recording an episode, and I am super excited for this one. So for those of you who remember, for my birthday we built a birthday crown, a birthday hat on top of the balloon. We are actually going to be taking that down today because obviously my birthday has passed. It's been a while since my birthday, and you know, you can't leave the decorations up for too long. So we're going to be taking all of that down, but we're going to be adding some new ones. Obviously it is the Christmas season, so we are going to be getting ourselves some Christmas decorations about the place. Should be good fun, so let's begin. Righty-ho, I guess the first thing that we have to do is we have to take down all of the things that we did for my birthday. So here we are on the top of the birthday hat, and I just thought I'd take this opportunity to give you the rare aerial view of the Hermit Hills. I mean, this place is looking cool. We've got the Hermit Hills sign with the 3 there to signify Series 3 of Hermitcraft. We've got the Redstone Consultancy down there, which I have to, from this angle, it doesn't look quite so good. We also have the Christmas machine, the pumpkin and melon farms that have actually been switched off thanks to Exuma because it was all filled up, so he's actually set up an automatic switching off system that's actually going to cut out lag in the spawn area, which is absolutely lovely because I didn't have anything for that, so all of the items were backing up, causing a little bit of lag, which is a bit of a problem. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking out the party hat. I'm not going to wait around here. I'm just going to get straight on with it. We're going to destroy all of this. Wave goodbye to the party crown, ladies and gentlemen, because it is going to be leaving us in today's episode. I've got a few things to say to you here. First off, I do apologise for the rain. It's not my fault. We just seem to have a lot of thunderstorms on the server right now, and I believe it is a problem with the little bed system that we have set up. But the next thing is that check out this cobblestone. Bam, it is now removed. You guys have been complaining about that in the comment section of all of my recent videos, so that is now gone. But also, take a look in my inventory. I've got a set of shears. They now have 0 durability. I came up here and they were fresh shears. They were brand new, and now they have run out, which means that clearly Mojang have made a little bit of a change, and it looks like shears now take durability from mining out wool. This is a sad day for Minecraft. That was one of their best features. What am I going to do now? I can tell that as soon as I mine out this final block, I'm going to see something that needs to be taken out, but I guess that's the sort of risk we're going to take. So here we go, take this out, and boom! The party crown is now all but gone. Okay, so that is that done. My birthday has officially finished. Well, actually, I suppose we've still got all the presents out there, so I guess we should clear those up as well. Oops. Now, you may be wondering why on earth are you removing all of the presents? They can sort of relate to Christmas as well, and I suppose you're right. I could, in theory, keep them, but here's the thing. Number one, that's a little bit lazy. If we're keeping decorations between celebrations, that is just a tiny bit lazy. And also, here's the thing, I like building this sort of stuff, and any chance to switch things up and work on a new project is a pretty good one for me. So I thought I'd take all of it down, start afresh, new beginnings and all that sort of thing, so that we can get down to business and do some really awesome Christmas decks. I've got some pretty good plans for the outside area of the Mumbo Jump Balloon that I think you're all going to really like. So what I'm going to do is I will continue taking out all of the presents that we have out the front here, and then finally, at some point, my birthday celebrations. The decorations that we built for my birthday will be removed from the face of Hermitcraft. It is gone. Everything is gone. It is all gone. My presents have disappeared. The entrance to the Mumbo Jump Balloon base is feeling very bare indeed. The only thing that we have left behind is this. The death hole. The notification to the hermits that I wouldn't suggest going down there. This isn't like a trick. This isn't a test for all of the hermits. There isn't actually diamonds down there or any form of reward. If you go down there, you will literally be putting yourself into lava. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest doing it. The pressure plates are now gone, so the redstone mechanism will not work, and thus you will just die. So avoid that one. But anyway, that is that. We have cleared out that whole area. Now we are going to have to start gathering up some resources to build all of the things that we are going to be doing today. First things first, we're going to need a lot of red and white wool, which means, once again, I'm going to be making use of my shears. I'm seriously going to go through my entire iron supply in this episode, I reckon. For anyone who doesn't know, if you walk up to a too high plant and bone mill it, it actually duplicates it. As you can see here, holding down the right click button with my bone mill, and I'm just getting tons and tons of this stuff. That is going to be perfect for making loads of red dye. Easy peasy. I think I've just had a really cool idea for one of Exuma's myth busting videos. I want to know the optimum number of sheep to have in a pen of this size, for example, because here's the thing. If you have too many sheep, they eat all the grass and then they can't grow back their wool. But obviously if you don't have enough sheep, then you don't have enough sheep. You can't get enough wool. So I want to know, what is the optimum? And Exuma, you are definitely the guy to go for that one. So that could be a cool idea for one of your myth busting videos. Glad to be helping out. I've just spent about an hour shearing all of those sheep and gathering up all of the wool to do this build, and also Slipgator came along and he was like, hey, why are you using that farm? I've got myself an awesome wool farm over behind the mountain. So I went over there and checked that out, and it really is quite cool. He's got a bunch of different pens for all of the different colours of sheep, and that means that you can just head over there, grab all of the wool that you need, put it into your inventory, then head back and do all of the projects that you want to do. So I've used a combination of both of those farms, and as you can see, we have got ourselves tons of wool. Now you can ignore all of this stuff. This is all stuff from previous projects. This is the money winner, alright? This is what we are going to be using today. I have got just over 8 stacks of red wool. In fact, almost 9 stacks of red wool. And then I have got just over 4 stacks of white wool as well. So that is going to be absolutely plenty. I highly doubt we're going to be using all of that in today's episode, but it's good to stockpile this sort of stuff. So when it comes around to it, when I need to use this again in the future, I will have plenty for those sorts of projects. Now I just thought I would briefly show you what we are going to be building in today's episode. So welcome to the hot air balloon testing world. You guys remember this from building the party crown as well as the hot air balloon itself. Here is what we are going to be doing today. This is the Santa hat. I'm sure you could all guess what I was going to be doing, but this is the Santa hat that we are going to be building on top of the hot air balloon. That there is the model of the balloon, and this is what is going to be going on top. Now here's the thing. I spent a very long time building this, trying to work out how I wanted it to go, because I've never really built a Santa's hat in full 3D. I know I built it on the skull back in Hermitcraft Series 2, but that was a 2D Santa's hat. That was a lot easier than doing it on all 3 directions. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a cone down at the bottom. We have a bit of a slope going on here, and it's not perfect, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If you were to mathematically create a Santa's hat, this wouldn't be it, but I'd say it does a decent job, and it does look like a Santa's hat. So this is what we are going to be constructing on top of the balloon in the Hermitcraft Series 3 Amplified world. I'm excited for this. So straight away, it appears I have made a little bit of a mistake. I have done something a little bit silly, and I've essentially built it 1 block higher up the balloon than I did in my testing world, which means that all of the circles are slightly different. So as you can see, the hat starts a little bit higher up, which means that it's not on the widest part of the balloon. And that means that, yeah, it's just a little bit smaller, and the dimensions have changed, which means that the block placement has changed, which means that the one that I have in my single player world now does not apply. So I'm going to have to do this one freehand. Hopefully that goes okay. I really do hope that goes okay, because otherwise we're going to make a right mess on the Hermitcraft server, but I think I'm just going to keep pushing on, I'm going to keep trying, and we shall see what I can do. I've actually enlisted the help of my second camera account here, just so I can get a rough idea of what I'm doing and how I'm building it, because here's the thing. I was originally building it using my normal account, doing it first person style like we always do, just placing down little blocks, and then I would pop down to the bottom, walk about down there for a while, take a look at it from various different angles, go nope, I don't really like that. I'd go all the way back up to the top, replace a couple blocks, and do that all over again, keep repeating that. It was taking ages, and I wasn't making any progress whatsoever. So what I've decided to do is I've logged on in my camera account, and also my other account. You can see there is my guy right there. He's standing there ready to start placing blocks again. And I also have the Scrolls cape on me right here as well, because I'm recording this on Friday. That is a limited edition cape, ladies and gentlemen. So hop on Minecraft. You've already missed it if you're watching this episode, but I currently have a cape, which is pretty cool. I look pretty good with a cape as well, so maybe that might be something to look out for in the future. But this is what it is looking like at the minute. We have got my Game Mode 3 camera account out here, and what I'm doing is I'm placing the blocks and then taking a look at it on my other screen going, nope, I don't like it, replacing a few blocks and all that sort of thing. And finally, with a lot of trial and error, I have come up with a shape that I quite like. This looks a roundabout Santa's hat shaped. As you can see, it's not finished by any means. There's loads of holes everywhere, and there's tons of blocks that still need to be placed. But for the minute, it is coming along fairly nicely, and we have ourselves a pretty good shape for our Santa's hat that is going on top of the hot air balloon. Once again, I'm recording this clip using the camera account. Now we are far away from the Santa's hat, and as you can see, I have done one full side. Everything is in on one side of the Santa's hat. It is all looking 3D, it is all looking real, and it is all looking good. If we take a look at it from a little distance away, as you can see, it is a fully functional Santa's hat that is actually surprisingly good, considering the fact that all of my plans now do not apply to the one that I have built right here. But anyway, if we get closer in, there is my guy right on the top. He is ready to start building this other side, which is still in a bit of a mess. We are going to be working on that, but I am very happy with what I managed to create here. The Santa's hat is coming along very, very nicely indeed, and we should be able to get it done fairly quickly, which is always good news. There is one slight problem with the Santa's hat that I hadn't really thought of, and I'm sure you can already tell what it is right now. But because the party crown was a crown shape, it went right the way around the edge and it didn't come inwards, you could see that quite clearly from down on the ground. The Santa's hat, on the other hand, because it's a cone shape, obviously it goes inwards, and that means that when you're from a low angle, you obviously can't see any of the stuff that goes on top. So currently, we've got a bit of a white band and then a red thing. And I'm going to say the word thing popping out the top of the head there. It's not the best look in the world, but I'm sure everyone is going to be able to tell what it is. Of course, we do need to add the bauble on the end of the red thing that we have flying off the top. But that is a little bit disappointing, I suppose. It is a little bit of a shame that you can't get it from all the way down here. I might take a look at it from Crown Hall, just to see what it looks like from over there. So I've just placed in the bauble. The bauble is now on the end of our Santa's hat. So we have the little thing right at the very end. So now it is time to take a minecart up to the top of Crown Hall. And let's take a look at this build from the top. This is Crown Hall, by the way. This is the main area of Hermiton, or Hermit Hills, I guess that's what we're calling it these days. So let's head over here. Are we going to be able to see the Santa's hat? Yes, we are. And that is what it looks like. I know you can't really see it particularly well, because we've got all of these half slabs in the way. But there it is. Oh boy, that looks good. That looks really good. The bauble has definitely helped things out. Yeah, I am so happy with this. This is awesome. Okay, so we have built a Santa's hat on top of the hot air balloon. It is all looking very, very nice indeed. If you are up on the same level as it from down below, it looks a little bit silly, but I suppose we can probably work around that. So there we go. That project is done. Now it is time to start work on another one. So I have managed to capture myself a snow golem. He is now inside this area here, and of course we are doing that little trick where you have the snow up on the top and it is just infinitely generated. You can just keep on going, picking up loads of snow, getting loads of snow blocks, ready to do a bunch of builds, which of course is what we are going to be doing. So I have to head over there. I have to craft up myself some stone shovels because I don't want to be going through my nice diamond shovel because that's just no good. So we're going to be crafting up ourselves a bunch of stone shovels, and I'll get to work gathering up all that snow so that we can gather up some snow blocks. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, but I definitely feel like something has changed here, and this has slowed down a little bit, because I seem to remember holding down the left click button, and snowballs just going everywhere, where you were getting them so quickly, hoppers couldn't keep up, and all that sort of thing. Now, it seems just a little bit slower, so let me know down in the comment section if Mojang have actually made a change to this. Maybe they've nerfed the mechanic, because let's face it, it was a little bit overpowered. I mean, as you can see, it's still working fine, and we're still getting ourselves loads of snowballs, but I seem to remember it used to be much, much faster than this. Now, as I'm sure all of you have guessed, we are now going to be working on the entrance to the Mumbo Jumballoon base, and we're going to be turning this area into a bit of a winter wonderland. So here we are placing in all of the snow right now. This is going to be going right the way around here, and I don't know how far I'm going to do this. I don't know how far along I am going to be creating this, because obviously I don't want it to go out too far. For example, I don't want to touch any of this area down here. I'll probably only do it for this tiny bit here, but I guess what we're going to do is we're going to replace the floor with snow, and then we're going to start adding in some Christmassy stuff, maybe a few presents, candy canes, snowmen, that sort of thing. It should be a little bit of fun, and it should look really quite cool. So I'm going to get down to business, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. No matter how hard I try, I do not seem to be able to create a convincing looking snowman. I mean, look at this thing! That is just ridiculous! It looks stupid. I have no idea how to do it. I really don't. I can't build it too big, but I don't want it to be particularly small. And if you do build it small, it stops looking like a snowman. So I thought I'd take the middle ground, and it has ended up looking, I don't even know what. I don't even know what to say about that. It looks like one of those one Lego bricks, you know? You know, the ones that are just one? The one nib? It's like one of those, and that's not the look that I was going for particularly. So, yeah. No clue how I'm going to do this. We might have to avoid doing a snowman altogether and just stick with presents and candy canes and things, because I've been trying this for like the past 10 minutes. Useless. I did a couple more attempts at building a snowman, and then I just gave up. I couldn't do it. I don't know what it is. I just could not build that snowman, which is really odd. It really is strange, because obviously I built the Santa's hat. That was fine. That's quite a big, complex shape. But 2 balls, don't seem to be able to build those. So anyway, we have moved on, and now we are making candy canes. Here they are. We have got 3 of them right now. I'm probably not going to build any more of them than that, just because I feel like we've got enough for this little area here. Of course, we are going to be adding in some extra decorations, but at the minute, this is already feeling a lot more Christmassy right now. I'm getting that Christmas feeling. I'm getting the same Christmas feeling that we got when we were building this thing, but it's just times by 2, because obviously we have that thing now. Now we are doubling the amount of Christmas that I have built, and yeah, I'm getting right into the Christmas spirit right now. So here they are. That is the current state of our little winter wonderland, but we do have to add a few extra bits in, so I'm going to get to work on those. As you can see, I have finished all of the Christmas decorations. Just look at that. Can you feel the Christmas from out here? We just take a look around from various different angles. Oh yes, that is definitely done. If we just head inside, I hate to say it, but when you're actually inside the area, it doesn't feel anywhere near as cool. But from the outside, it definitely looks very good. So as you saw earlier on, we have got the candy canes. We've got the candy cane going up there, and this candy cane as well. But now we have got some additions. We have got the presents, which I have got extremely good at building. I've built so many of these guys over the past couple weeks. It's ridiculous, because obviously I built them for my birthday, and then we gave all of the hermits on the server presents. You can see a few of those dotted around as well. And now, for Christmas, I've been building a few more of them. And of course, they are in Christmas colors, the red and green. I think that looks pretty good. We also have a few extra presents around here, slightly smaller ones. The Christmas trees that you can see, these are inspired by something that I saw in False Symmetry's base inside the Christmas market. But on top of that, we of course have these little guys, these little green leather armor stands. These are the Christmas elves, Santa's little helpers waiting around outside the Mumbo Jumballoon base, which I would say is a nice little detail, and it adds to that Christmas feel that I feel like we have pretty much achieved. We have gone about as far as we can go with that. We have got more decorations than probably anyone else on the server right now. I don't really know. I haven't actually checked anyone else out, but I would say we are doing a pretty decent job in terms of Christmas decorations right here. So I think I'm going to call it a day on the decorations, but I do have something really awesome to show you. It is a project that one of the hermits has been working on. It is exciting stuff, so prepare yourselves, because things are about to get thrilling. So here we are. For anyone that doesn't recognize this area, this is the spawn chunks of the new Hermitcraft amplified world. And the reason that we're here is because one particular hermit by the name of Tango has been very, very busy indeed. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but in the beginning of this world, he was asking for donations in terms of building supplies and things, because he was going to be working on something big. Now, obviously, Tango is the creator of all of the various iron farms that you see, the super efficient ones that gather up tons of iron. And of course, he was the man to build this absolute beast of an iron farm on the Hermitcraft server. Now, this thing is incredible. It just absolutely monsters it. It produces so much iron. You can see an iron golem falling there, and we have got a few iron golems burning down at the bottom. I mean, this thing really is amazing in terms of how much iron it produces. If we just take a look in these chests right down at the bottom here, you can see we have iron here, iron, more iron, yep, more iron. I mean, you get the idea. There is just so much of the stuff. We are going to have iron forever on the server once again. I mean, I know we had that on Hermitcraft Series 2, but we are going to be getting it again on this world, which really is nice, because I just remember having so much iron. We didn't have to worry about hoppers, we didn't have to worry about pistons, we didn't have to worry about using iron blocks for everything, and it looks like we are going to be back at that stage once again. So here it is. This is the new iron farm on the Hermitcraft server, and of course I will provide links in the description for anyone that wants to check out Tango's videos of him building this absolute beast, because he's done a fine job. He got it done all relatively quickly. I mean, we've only been on this world for what, around about 1, 2, maybe 3 months? I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun, so I don't really know how long we've been on here, but it definitely feels like he has got this done very nice and quickly indeed. So now we've just got tons of iron. We have tons. There's nothing else to say about it. We've got tons of iron. We're probably going to need more storage for all of this stuff, because as you can see, it is already almost filling up all of these double chests, and he only completed it probably around about a week ago, if that. So I would say this is good stuff. Okay, this is really, really good stuff. I'm over the moon that we've managed to do this, and thank you to Tango for building this, because look at it. It's flowing out with the iron golems. They're all flying down this chute down into the lava. And yeah, we are going to be absolutely fine. That means that we'll be able to crack on with some seriously awesome projects in the near future, which I am very excited for. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.